Okay, today is Tuesday, November 12th, 2019. Ooh, this is for um, lady, Sister Bloomquist, who works at um, works for this organization, Texas Fort Worth Mission. They do a lot of work with the Tongan residents there. So I made this. I just showed it to her, and she said she really liked it. She wanted to get one. So I'm going to give this to her. Also, I was out and about, and I was actually supposed to go get my, got to do reorientation for my job to go back to the airport. I drove all the way out there this morning, only to remember once I got there, I forgot my Social Security card. And you can't go through the process about the security. So I'm going through the whole process all over again from the beginning as if I'd never worked there before. So I didn't know that, but, it is what it is. I guess I got to go through it now. So I'm going through that process. The whole thing with the apartment, I saw an attorney yesterday, and so they were talking about first time I've been late. They want to keep charging me all these fees. Then they want to evict me. I've been in the same apartments for 6 months with the roof leaking water. Um, so every time it rains, I reported it. I thought they were going to take care of it. I guess I probably should have followed up with them. But usually when they do that, they send you an email and they follow me. They never followed to me, so I was like, I guess they're not going to do it. It was a pretty cheap apartment, so, and I didn't stay in the room anyway, so I was like, I'll just put it in the back of my mind. But then I was like, when they were trying to kick me out, I'm like, wait a minute, you guys got me in a leaky apartment. So I'm using that angle to get out. I'm like, okay, look, you guys got me in a leaky apartment. It's probably got mold growing all in there. You know what? Let's just call it even. I'll move out. You guys, cancel my lease. So that's what they're putting that on the table now and see what's going to happen. I'm ready to move out. Um, I'm basically going to. My work schedule is so crazy that I only need a place on the weekends because I go to the airport, go in the morning, go to the Dallas Makerspace, sleep in my car for a couple hours, get up for a few hours, go to the Makerspace, work there. And by the time I finish work there, it's time to go back to the airport. So I can do that 5 days a week. On the weekends, Friday and Saturday, I'm thinking about just getting an Airbnb, and get some rest on the weekend, then do it again during the week. It is getting colder, so it may be a little difficult. I can also if it's really cold outside, I can actually crash at the airport and sleep there for a few hours, get up and then go to the makerspace, work there. I'm about to get a gym membership to go take a shower, but I mean it's doable. And short term, I just need to catch up on my bills. Things have gotten behind since I left the school system. I'm not making as much, and then trying to do business. I haven't missed any of my bills yet. It's starting to catch up on me. So just trying to cut that major expense out. So I'll be giving up the apartment. I don't have to worry about utilities. I don't have to worry about paying insurance every month. So that's easily probably at $800 that I don't have to worry about, and the rest of it I can manage on my own. So that's where I am personally. Also, when I was in there, I found out when the churches meet. The church, there are like 4 churches, Tongan churches there. I don't know why I can't get this in the light. 4 Tongan churches there. They don't. There's nobody there during the week, so I got to go up there on Sunday and just drop off samples to all of the 4 churches there. That will be my Sunday mission. So, and also I got to move out this weekend, so that's gonna be interesting. So I got a lot on the plate. In fact, I need to start looking for. It reminds me, I need to go look for a storage unit in Carrollton. I'm gonna take all of my acrylic, and you see all this junk in the back. That stays in my truck, so I got to take all of that out of my truck, put it in storage. So when I need it, I'll just stop there. I'll need a makerspace and pick it up. And because this will be full of my clothes, I'm gonna downsize. I'm not gonna have a lot of stuff at all. I'm giving a lot of stuff away. Any little furniture I have or any appliances, dishes, it's all gone. So I'll put it out. I'm sure my neighbors will gladly take it. So, also where I'm at now, I'm at the Korean Cultural Center. I don't know if you can see that. At the Korean Cultural Center. I'm going to check. I'm just doing a follow-up because I left the flag there. I hadn't heard back from them, so I'm going to see if I can network with some people here and see what's happening. Also, then I'm going to go to Makerspace. Guy wants me to, we talked about doing some buttons for him for his church. I guess they like the ones I did. I did 3 for him before, or 1 for him before. So now he wants 14 of them. So I told him my price. So I'm waiting to hear back from him, see if he wants to negotiate it or not. Also, I got an idea for Christmas ornaments. Ugly sweater Christmas ornaments. It'll be ugly sweater on a Christmas ornament, and I'll put your name on it. So I'm looking at doing next. All right. So I'm gonna go in the culture center and then check out storage and then makerspace. And my personal feelings about storage, I do not believe in storage at all. It's only as a last resort. I've had experience with family and friends that put stuff in storage for years and spent thousands of dollars on stuff they, one family member actually lost everything. It was like my mom. I told her, when I saw it, it was in New Orleans. I said, Ma, this stuff is never leaving New Orleans. She said, oh, yeah, every year it was supposed to leave. I was like, Ma, this stuff is, when I first saw it, I said, this stuff is never leaving New Orleans. You might as well give it up. So she held on to it for about 3, 4, 5, I don't know. It was more than 3 years. So you can imagine like $200 a month for 3 years. I mean, it's absolutely mind blowing that the amount of money that was spent on storage, and what that money could have gone to. Interesting, but so I really have mixed feelings. So I'm going to try to do it for 2 months. I expect to be 2 to 3 months before I can find another place. Oh, yeah, and the other thing with the rent, I gotta make sure they don't put anything on my record, because if they put anything on my record, then it wouldn't help. It would prevent me from getting a place in the future. So I got to make sure they don't do that. So my goal is to get out of my lease. They forego the cost and keep my deposit and just get me out of there, because to me it's beneficial for them, because they've got they got to put somebody else in. They got to fix the apartment first because of the leaky roof, and who knows, maybe they won't. But if I'm out, they can hurry and get somebody else in who'll be paying more rent than paying a higher rent than I was paying. So it just makes sense. But if they don't, they drag their feet. I'll drag my feet, and they'll end up losing money because I'm not paying them anymore for the apartment. So we'll see how it is. All right, I'm out.